We're a hard restaurant to put your finger on what we do. Like, nothing is out of the question for us. We do lobster spring rolls here, and also Italian staples like brujole and stuffed long hot peppers and clams, you know, done with white wine and sausage. So those things are all on the table. Hi, I'm TJ, welcome to Cusumano's. So I think I'm inspired by like the simplicity of some things, the process that you go through to come up with a recipe. I like simplicity. I like oftentimes flavors that aren't so like, you know, bold and pronounced. I like subtle things. Before restaurants became like farm to table, we were always dealing with farmers. So it's almost like second nature for us to be at the farmer's market every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You know, apples in the fall and peaches in the summertime, and coming up with recipes around these good ingredients. That's what we basically do. Some of our most popular dishes are baked clams oregano, our crab stuffed mushrooms, stuffed long hot peppers is another extremely popular appetizer here. So those are fresh from the farm, long hots, sliced open and stuffed with sausage, provolone cheese, and a little breadcrumb and herbs. And then they're roasted in the oven and they're served over a bed of red sauce. The chicken calabrese is a really popular dish here, and for good reason, because the chicken is delicious and tender and marinated in wine and herbs. The potatoes are crispy and fried. The peppers are sauteed and nice and soft. There's delicious flavors going on. Being a restaurant in Old Forge, we're obviously the youngest on the block when you look at the restaurants around us that have been around for 60, 70, 80 years. It's a little bit intimidating at first, except for the fact that we're friends with all of them. They help us all the time. So being in Old Forge, being part of this community, is probably the biggest advantage. We're born and raised here. We continue to invest in our restaurant and do as much that we can for our community. I think that sort of makes us a community restaurant, and one that will be here for many decades to come.